Okay, so foot health and understanding the foot. Your feet are very important, and the first thing that you want to make sure is that you're training in a shoe that does not have an elevated heel. If you're training with an elevated heel, you're not doing yourself any favors. If you're training with a very thick sole, you're taking away your body's ability to have good proprioception and contact with the floor. Your body, your health of your joints starts from the feet up. And so if your feet are weak because you have elevated arches, thick foam soles, elevated heels, all of the problems are going to be starting from your feet. So there's a couple of things here that we can do for foot health. Number one is going to be being able to have a good tripod foot. So what Jake is going to do is lift his toes, then he's going to spread them as wide as he can and place them back down onto the ground. He's going to find contact through the big toe mound, the small toe mound, and I say both corners of the heel, but basically pressing down through the center of the heel, not one side or the other. When he does that, as you can see, as he's pressing down through that tripod foot, the actual inner arch of his foot starts to lift, and it's almost as if he's trying to drag the 2 points of contact between here, and the heel towards each other to get that arch of the foot fired up. So that's the tripod foot. You should always maintain a tripod foot whenever you're training, especially for lower body, okay? 3 points of the foot. Now, the second thing is toe dexterity. And so this is very challenging for a lot of people. You can actually, I'm gonna use my own fingers here because he's my partner so I can touch his feet. But you can get your own fingers in here and actually get them in between the toes to spread them apart and actually figure out, yeah, it's not an easy thing to do, but you're actually gonna web your hands into your feet and spread those toes out. Okay, so that's gonna help with your toe dexterity. So you can do that as a little bit of a stretch. You can also do it the other way when you're seated. Now, what he's gonna do is actually start by pressing all of the 5 toes down into the ground, and then he's gonna start by trying to pick up just his big toe. Just the big toe. It's really hard to do, so this is called toe dexterity. So he's gonna try and press all 5 toes down, lift his big toe. And then what he's gonna try and do is just individually lift the middle toe, and then individually lift 1 toe at a time, coming all the way down to the pinky toe. And so going back the other way, 1 toe at a time, most likely a lot of your toes are gonna try and lift together. This takes time and practice, but if you're someone who has very weak feet, working on the tripod foot and your toe dexterity is gonna be a massive part of your foot health. You can also work on ankle eversion and inversion. So as you can see here, his ankle can go inwards, right, and out. So eversion, inversion. And just practicing that. And if you notice that when you're walking around that you have a proclivity for your ankles to collapse in, then when you're doing this, working on the tripod foot and working on a little bit of eversion can really help you to find that muscular control where you're going to be able to have a good firm base of support.